Episode of Walking Digital Corridors, the show where we explore the art and science of creating meaningful conversations in today's digital first world. I'm your host, Alex Abbott, otherwise known as the Bearded Sales Guy, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. So if you've been looking for innovative ways to harness LinkedIn for personal and professional growth, this episode will be a game changer. We'll dive into strategies for boosting organic engagement, building powerful connections, and leveraging tools to supercharge your LinkedIn presence, all while staying authentic to your personal brand. But before I bring on our guest today, Jordan, how are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, very pleased to be here.
Good. I have to say, I loved your post this morning. Or earlier today about personal brand and providing a tool to help folks define the things they want to be known for, things that really align with themselves, their company, and their customers.
Yeah, indeed. I think it can feel overwhelming, right? Trying to distill those various pieces into a really succinct message or story that you can tell on your profile. So it's just a way to hopefully simplify that for all the folks out there.
Yeah. A really visual way as well. It's really easy to understand. You'll have to drop the link to your post in the comments.
Indeed.
Today.
Indeed, will do.
Cool. So without further ado, joining us today is Barak Finkelstein. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I'm sure he'll tell me in a moment. A visionary leader in LinkedIn marketing and personal branding. Barak is the founder of and CEO of KaizIn, a leading LinkedIn marketing agency based in Israel. And with over 18 years of experience in marketing and entrepreneurship, Barak has helped startups raise over $60 million in investments and has successfully built 5 businesses. As a certified NLP master trainer, and we'll get to that in the discussion today, Barak combines technical expertise with deep insights into human behavior, making him a master at bridging the gap between communication and conversation. Though his work, Mr. Keyboard Warrior Jordan, you might have to go on mute. Barak has developed groundbreaking tools and strategies that make LinkedIn a dynamic space for growth and meaningful interaction. So without further ado, Barak, welcome. Great to have you on.
Welcome. Thank you. Amazing to be here.
Yeah, brilliant. It's great to have you here. We've been kind of interacting and speaking for a little time, and I've really enjoyed the prep as we've led up to the podcast today. But to kick things off, why don't we start with your entrepreneurial journey, because it's nothing short of inspiring. Can you maybe share your passion for LinkedIn and marketing and how that's evolved in founding KaizIn?
Yeah, of course. So first, thank you for inviting me. It was like this is like this is the first podcast out of Israel that I participate. So I hope everything went well.
Nice. And I know you're trying hard to keep the accent pronounce your words because of the Israeli accent, right?
Yeah. This is my second language, but obviously it's going to be okay. Yeah. We in Israel, from young age, learn how to manage with everything. So, okay. So no problem. So yeah, from a young age, I started to understand the concept of personal connection and relations and the power of words. So basically, I try to enhance it during my mature process life. So I went to learn NLP,
Hmm.
which helped me.
Natural language processing, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, which helped me to express myself better and to help my clients and customer along the years to achieve their goals. And uh, um, because I think words have meaning, words have power. So basically, this is what I try to do in my work. To
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
to sharpening the message. Yeah.
Yeah. And how does that, how did that then become, the great work that you're now doing from a LinkedIn perspective and helping your clients?
So basically, in everything. So imagine when you came to a came to one profile, and the first impression is so important.
Mm.
So how to optimize the profile, what message to put in the front, what do you want people to remember when they see you after they visit your profile. How do you want to what message do you want to bring to the table, everything that related to that. So yeah.
Yeah. And so with 5 businesses, successful businesses under your belt, why just, why not 6? What?
You know what? To be honest, not all of them were successful.
Okay.
So to be honest, yeah, I had a lot of failures in my life. The businesses that succeed, like I think it's just 3 businesses. That's it. But I established in my life more than, I think, 20, even 30 businesses if you take in account even the small ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, only 3 of those succeed. One I sold, which was a comparison website in Israel. And then the other 2 is KaizIn and RocketPod, which I involved today. Um, and I think because I fail so often, then I learn the the significance of the things that I need to do in order to succeed.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I love the kind of the honesty and the vulnerability around that. And it's right. We all learn from our failures, and it's okay. It's okay to fail. Um, you must have picked up so many lessons through those failures. Are there any? Are there one or two things that kind of stand out the most that you've learned from those experiences?
Yeah, so from those I failed, and also from those I succeeded, I took 3 things, like 3 initial things that I think those are the most important one when the most crucial if you, for my opinion, if you want to succeed. So the first one is focus, even in LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the phrase like energy goes like where focus flows, or it's the
Yeah.
other way. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So th- if you focus on the good things, good will happen. If you focus on the bad thing, you will attract more bad thing into your life. Tony Robbins always say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, even in LinkedIn, you can't, the when you get new client and the client say, I want everything, so I want eyeballs, so I approach you everyone. No, you need to focus. Who is your focus audience group? Who you targeting, and what is your objective? So first thing, you need to put the objective first, like what is your focus, what you're trying to achieve. The second thing is to be consistent. It's happened to all of us that one day we wake up and then the last day was bad, and we don't even want to get out of the bed. I
Yeah.
remember one day that LinkedIn blocked my profile because
Right.
I experienced so many stars, so many things, and LinkedIn blocked me, and for a few
Wow.
months. So yeah, so
That must have
the
been
first
scary.
yeah, so people send me messages because I had a group that was, in LinkedIn. We can't log into the group.
Right.
Like what happened? So I very quickly understand what happened.
Yeah.
I was still in my bed, so I didn't want to get out of the bed. But the consistency say you need to show up as your best self, Alex, as your best self every day. No matter what happened the day before, you need to show up and do your best in order
Yeah.
to succeed. Okay, even in LinkedIn, not every day you are experts in selling, right? In social selling. So you know that not every client close. It's difficult. The journey, it's difficult. Gary Vee always say that the journey is important. It's so important, yeah. So not every day is good day, but you need to show up as your best self. And the third thing that I take is like personal relation. I think I'm sure that I wouldn't reach like get to the place that I were today if I haven't had the support from my friend, my community, my family in Israel. And and I think also in LinkedIn, be authentic. Be like today, especially with all the AI, show vulnerability. Be
Mm.
authentic. Let people see the real you because you know the saying everybody else is already taken. Be yourself. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I do love the saying that you said a moment ago. Energy flows where the focus goes.
Yeah.
Is that, did I say that right? I
And
think
where energy flows, where focus go, energy flows.
energy flows. Where the focus goes, energy flows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was on the tip of your tongue there, Jordan. I could
Yeah,
see for a moment.
indeed.
You could have helped us out, you know.
But I didn't. I would have butchered it. So I thought I would have just created further confusion. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's kind of move into unlocking LinkedIn's potential, because you're talking about some great stuff, and for us it's easy, right? We've been doing this for years, but for many it's quite overwhelming. The whole thought of being present on LinkedIn is overwhelming. So, what's your advice for creating an engaging and effective presence without feeling as though you're stretched too thin?
I think the first thing, first and foremost, is optimize your personal profile.
Yeah.
Like optimization, it's like you can take a look at it as the SEO of LinkedIn. So optimize your profile, make sure that people that reach to your profile understand what is your value, what you offering, what is your key pointers, like strange advantage in your profile. And again, personal connection, you need to know how to reach to the right audience, how to reach to the right people, and to attract those people to your profile. So this is all that, like I'm expert in very very niche way in LinkedIn. It's called the organic LinkedIn. I
Hmm.
expert in LinkedIn organic row. So I think so. If you understand the method of how to attract the right audience into your profile, into your business page, so you can earn a lot from that.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us a bit more about that organic growth. Can you maybe walk us through, why organic engagement is so powerful and how salespeople can integrate that into their strategy?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is imagine the best way to do that, like, is to use analogy, okay, or something like that. So imagine that you are in a football court, okay. So there is like 1,000 people around you, okay. So you want a ride because you're going in a bus. So you want a ride to Soho area, okay. So we want to get to
Yeah.
the Soho area, but so you take the megaphone that you 2 minutes ago shout, okay, and cheer your group. And then you shout in the megaphone, is anyone here get to the Soho? Okay, something like that. Get to Soho. So maybe John hear you, maybe Steve hear you, maybe Matilda. But that's it, okay? So those are the people. So the level of reach that you have is the radius that you are in, okay? So
Mm.
the radius that the mic the megaphone can reach to. But imagine that Jordan tell you, like, listen, I have a WhatsApp group, okay, of people that live in Soho. Let's send a message, okay, to those people, and let's see if someone can give you a ride. Some of them here in the football court. So this is the example, like this is great example between organic promotion and not focus to your like in your audience, because I can shout and there is white noise noises and everyone can see my post, but it doesn't give me any value. I want the right people, the right audience to see my post, and this is the people that I want to attract.
Yeah, it's an interesting analogy because even if you use the megaphone, those that don't know you aren't going to respond. So you can even get to those people through through commenting,
Yes.
through being more
Yes, and,
direct.
and and the
Yeah,
same goes with recommendation. Like if I
yeah,
recommend, yeah, you can take a ride with Jordan, so you will trust him. It's not like you will get your destination safely.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a good point. It's that sort of sphere of influence, right? And I think it emphasizes the importance of having a good mix within your own network so that you can benefit from those recommendations. And it doesn't have to be a direct recommendation. It could be, if someone, a thought leader, comments on one of my posts, that then pushes it out to their network and people see, Barak commented on this post. So it's that sort of social proof that actually this is decent content. This
Ex-
person's a decent human being.
Exactly. And it goes the other ways around. Like, imagine that you commenting, maybe not on Thought Leader, maybe not on Gary Vee and Tony Robbins, but imagine that you commenting on people that in your target audience.
Yeah.
Before you start sending them the cold outreach messages with the big sequence, even if using tools, okay, that help you to micro personalization the message, okay? But imagine that before that, even manually, without any tool, you take the audience list and you start to engage with them with those. So
yeah,
it's more likely when you send a connection request, they approve you
Yeah.
because they know you, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we're talking about commenting here and the importance of dropping comments, and I like to call it inserting yourself into social networking conversations. So you're making yourself visible to those people that you want to do business with in a very credible, non-threatening, non-salesy manner. But for many salespeople out there, they struggle to do that. What do both of you, not just you, Barak, but what do you think is preventing salespeople from spending time doing the one thing that increases the opportunity to have a conversation with their target audience the most?
It's interesting question because I think I don't know like what is the common sense, like what is common to all of them, but maybe
Yeah.
they're afraid because it's time consuming. Maybe it's time consuming
Mm.
for them to do that, to enhance the personal relationship. Maybe they don't know how to use tools like Commentron that will save them
Mhm.
time, that will help them by doing that. This is why basically we created Commentron. We never wanted to create a company. Okay? No, this
Mm.
is a true story. We never wanted to. By the way, our company based in London. Yeah, we never wanted to establish Rocketpod. I have KaizIn and another company that develop technologies for LinkedIn. Okay, organic growth.
Yeah.
So we never wanted to promote Rocketpod. Me and Nero, the other founder. So we do want to promote ourselves in LinkedIn, and then we started to ask ourselves how to do that. There is no such a tool that can help us to get the right engagement and then help us to comment easily, okay, and to attract the right audience to our profile. So then when we open the company and start give others the solution that we use ourselves.
Yeah. Before we get to Commentron and the tools that you've developed, Jordan, I'm interested to hear your take. Why do you think salespeople don't invest the time to insert themselves into social networking conversations the same way they do in real life?
Because they've got to make $100 a day. No, it's. Do you know what it's crazy to think how common courtesy seems to go out the window on social. For some reason, these people who have years, decades of experience of networking and building relationships at expos, at conferences, in person, for some reason, they just don't quite translate those skills across to social, where it could be as simple as, doing everything you've learned in person, doing the same thing on digital, on social.
Yeah, having a conversation. And I guess that's your opportunity, Barak, is with most of your audience, and I'm assuming your ideal customers for Commentron are salespeople. You're solving a problem, which is, they're struggling to know what to say and spend the time to make those comments. So tell us what Commentron does, because it's gaining some attention in the market.
So basically, we didn't invent the wheel; we just use it. Okay, so the one who invented the wheel, from all I can think of, is OpenAI, that developed ChatGPT. Yeah, and that it's needless to say that Microsoft, I think, belong 10% of the OpenAI and 100% of LinkedIn. So they promote it. Even, they use it, and now LinkedIn started implementing AI everywhere. Okay, so what we did is just taking the API, okay, of OpenAI. If I can share my screen, if I can show you.
Yeah.
So Jordan upload the post in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, this is Jordan post.
Yeah, the post that we were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm a salesperson, businessman. I don't have much time, or even if I do, I just want to build a structure to commenting on this post easily. Okay, but I don't have time to read everything. Okay, it's like, too long, didn't read. So I just simply can interact with the post, and the extension create me like a comment. This is the extension. Now I choose witty, which is a bit with a character. I can also control the bar of the length, and then I can change it. If I don't like it, I press it again, and here I just get again. So I can change it manually, but I get the framework that I want. I basically always use witty and brief. Okay, and then I just simply press comment, and I can change it, I can add, I can tag, I can do whatever I like. Okay, I can move things around, I can add emojis, everything. That's it. So basically, this is what Commentron do. So yeah, it's helping people to, be more involved with less time, and we also have the feature that learn you, like it's a learning process of the chat, of the extension. So every time you generate a new comment, every time you choose to use some comment, he learn what you preferred, what you like, what you didn't like, and then if you use it a lot, it become easier.
Yeah. Okay. So I can see this is a big time saver for salespeople. But it feels like there's a few of the, there's a few capabilities like this popping up? Is there, what makes yours different?
Great question. I think most of the features doesn't have the ability to self learning, like the machine learning that we implement.
Yeah,
And I think you just simply need to use it, like to understand what is the value, in terms of the competition. Now we add a new feature of autopilot. You can upload a list and then let it go and start to interact with a list of prospects that you want to interact. So it's warm the
yeah,
audience. But yeah, any tool is good. Okay, any tool that you like and save you time and do the work can help you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to challenges and opportunities that you might foresee here. What do you see as the biggest challenges in terms of LinkedIn and marketing today, and how can individuals kind of overcome these challenges that we find ourselves in? I know you and I have talked about before the traditional sales funnel is, in my opinion, is broken. No longer can we expect to kind of throw as many leads as we can in the top of the funnel and expect them to convert the same way that they used to. It's very much about developing trust today in order to do business. And I feel like companies that are using LinkedIn are finding it harder to get the most out of it. So, what's your view of that? How can individuals overcome that?
So I think there is two main challenges now in LinkedIn. The first one is challenge that you can say that LinkedIn raised the bar and create a challenge. And I mean by
Yeah,
that, if a few years ago it was easy to create an avatar profiles. Jordan, for
yeah,
surely familiar with this. Like you create an avatar profile and then you send outreach and starting your own campaign. Today it's much difficult to create because LinkedIn require your passport, so it's not that easy. And
yeah. Big no as
yeah,
well,
they
right?
became strict with their terms of use, and also in the level of the white noise. So everywhere you can see posts that generated by AI. People not even, when they copy and paste from ChatGPT, they forget sometimes to delete the quotes, that ChatGPT give you. So yeah, I think the authenticity is on the line here, you know. So I think this is the most two massive challenges today, that everything you feel
Yeah,
like generated, and i- i- it's become harder to, as a company, to create the outreach, the organic campaigns. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think, well, how long do you think it will be before uh, what we're talking about today, essentially building relationships on digital, how long before that's completely automated? It's so good that it's fully automated and it's done for you.
I think it can't never be done for you fully. Like if you compare it to, and I like in it like let's take different aspects, okay, of the skull. Let's take Tinder, for example. Okay, so when you start the engagement with a girl or other way around, so a guy with a girl or other way around. So what happens there is today you have tools, I guess, to create the level of engagement and start a conversation and AI assistant into dating, everything. But eventually you will need to get to the meeting yourself. You can't send an AI assistant, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so even in LinkedIn, in the personal relationship, like when you create, so yes, you can use tools like Clay, for example. This is the CRM that related to your connected to integrate to your outreach campaign and started to make it micro personalization. And instead of I say, "Hey Alex, let's connect," I say, "Hey Alex, I saw that you have this podcast and whatever." Okay, but eventually
Yeah.
I will need to take it from there. And I think it's
Yeah.
okay. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
As
Okay.
long as we
Okay.
take it from there, I think it's fine. I think it's okay. The AI
Yeah.
meant to assist us.
Yeah. 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 I personally don't think we should, give the responsibility of relationship building to AI fully. I really believe it's there, to augment us, to help us as humans.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's going to get so good that it will act exactly like us and with the right tone and the right personality. And who
Yeah,
knows? Who knows?
yeah, you know who used to say that?
Who,
John
who?
Connor.
Crazy
Skynet.
bug.
No, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like I think if it can help us, it will, because if you take a look at the evaluation, like of the human race, so every time the new technology, started, some group of people, become against it. Okay,
Mm,
the everything. Okay, so they want to build the road train. They don't want to let machine do that. Okay, and people think they be out of job, but eventually technology take the lead. you know we
mm,
go to this direction. So I don't say, okay, I don't want you to think that I say, okay, let Tinder do the job, like the AI Tinder assistant do the job for you. But I do say, if it can help us in business, yeah, let's use it.
yeah. What do you think, Jordan, in relation to that topic?
So I think it presents challenges and opportunities, right? The opportunity is, I think, that saturation will make the things that are human more important. I
Yeah.
think the other thing that we should consider is, as salespeople, we're not the only profession that is starting to use AI. I was
Mm,
talking to someone in procurement that was saying that they're exploring how they can use AI to make their jobs easier. So, is it going to get to the
mm,
point where there's a sales AI and a procurement AI that is just, closing the deal? Who knows? Negotiating over
yeah.
terms. Who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Maybe at some point there has to be, surely though, there has to be that human to human engagement where trust will either form or not. But hey, maybe AI will be so clever in the future that that one will be qualifying so many things of the other because they're so like the individual, that there's some sort of computer related trust that develops as an extension of the
Yeah.
human. Anyway, look, let's bring it to a close. Really interesting conversation. Thank you for joining us, Barak. Just a final thought. If there's one piece of advice you'd leave our audience for mastering LinkedIn and creating meaningful relationships, what would it be?
So I can't give you the all, like my whole Bible in one sentence or anything like that. But I do think if you want to promote yourself in LinkedIn, follow me. I always give tips how to do that. My profile,
Mhm.
KaizIn profile. Um, but yeah, be authentic. Like basically, be authentic as much as you can and put it in the front. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. And with that, where can people find you if they want to learn more about you or KaizIn or Commentron?
Just search KaizIn, or yeah, or Commentron. AI extension in Google, Commentron in Google. So it's like comment and the tribute for the movie Tron and Commentron.
Yeah.
That. Thank you for having me.
And
Thank you so much for having me.
been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. And KaizIn is KaizIn.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Cool. All right. Thank you again, Barak. With that, I'd like to wish everybody that joined a wonderful rest of week, and we'll see you next time.